Hey everybody, it's Brandon with Low T Nation, and today we are coming at you with a video about something that I absolutely hate. I hate it so much. Typically I try to be a positive person and I don't talk too much about stuff that I don't like. But today I make an exception because we're talking about the HCG diet. And in the weight loss world, there are so many gimmicks and just snake oil, like BS, charlatan type things. HCG is at the top of that mountain. And the reason I think it's at the top, number one, it absolutely robs you of your health, it robs you of your happiness, but it sets you up for long-term failure when it comes to weight loss and your health. And we'll get into why in just a minute. But first of all, HCG, what is it? It's literally the hormone that pregnancy tests for. When a woman gets pregnant, her body floods itself with HCG, and that prepares the placenta to grow. It triggers the placenta to grow and prepare for a growing baby. A lot of proponents of the HCG diet say, oh, it helps curb appetite. Think about when it's most heavily in the system, right? A woman is having to grow her placenta in order to grow her baby. That's probably a terrible time for a hunger hormone that curbs hunger to be introduced, okay? So it doesn't curb hunger at all. It has nothing to do with hunger. In fact, from a metabolic perspective, it has nothing to do with anything regarding weight loss at all. How this became the drug that these snake oil, like charlatan doctors said, let's sell this for weight loss, is beyond me. I'll never understand that. Okay, so the reason the HCG weight loss diet short term works is because they put you on a 500 calorie a day diet. Like I could put you on a Snicker bar diet, right? And say eat 500 calories, give me $1,000. That's another way some weight loss program is some BS. If you got to put a bunch of money in up front, like that's garbage. Like why do you have to pay somebody $1,000 for a $150 vial of HCG? Like what's going on with that? But second of all, the Snicker bar diet. I could put you on 500 calories a day, give you this magic Snicker bar, charge you $1,000, and when you've lost 20 pounds, say, hey, well, it must have been that Snickers bar. No, it's the enormous calorie deficit. But the calorie deficit is too great, and I'll tell you why. Here at Low T Nation, we have a lot of different approaches to weight loss, but all of them are sustainable, right? We want to make sure that you can do it forever. All of them incorporate metabolic health. We want to make sure that your metabolism is optimal as it can be. We want you to be healthy. We want you to exercise, so we incorporate that. And you want to carry as much lean body mass as possible. That keeps your metabolism up and running big time. The HCG diet absolutely cuts all of those right through their heart. Literally the pillars that support a healthy lifestyle, it hits them with a wrecking ball, and it's absolutely atrocious. So what happens when you do the HCG diet is, first off, it creates an enormous bad connection emotionally with food, right? You become very hungry. You want to eat everything in sight. You're living in this constant state of sacrifice, which is miserable. And then your body takes over, right? It starts increasing these hunger hormones. They go through the roof because your body knows, hey, from a sustainability perspective, I'm going to die if I keep doing this. Okay, so your body makes you miserable with the hunger hormones. And also there's a hormone called leptin, which is the, hey man, I think I've had enough hormone. That's gone. And the problem with these crazy crash diets, and this is supported with several research studies, these hungers don't normalize when the food is introduced back in. So what happens is at the end of this diet, food is introduced back in, but your hunger hormones are still high, and your, hey, we've had enough hormones are still low. Perfect recipe to overeat, right? The second issue is that you are completely out of shape. When you sign up for an HCG diet, you're going to sign the dotted line that you won't work out, even that like you won't take walks without a companion because they know it's dangerous. Like you could fall out and hit your head on the sidewalk really easy on 500 calories. So again, your emotional relationship with food is wrecked, along with the fact that your hunger hormones are through the roof, number one. Number two, you're completely out of shape. Number three, you're not just burning fat. You're burning lean body mass too. You're burning muscle like crazy. You need as much lean body mass as you possibly can to keep weight off in the future. You don't want to put that back, right? You want to add more muscle. So you should be working out while you're doing this, not only from a cardiovascular perspective to keep yourself in shape that way, but you want to maintain as much lean body mass. Well, that's gone. Right? That's the third thing that's gone. And the fourth thing that's gone is your metabolism is shot. There's something called metabolic adaptation, and that's the fancy word for starvation mode. And nothing gets thrown around in weight loss and health and fitness and wellness more than the starvation mode term. But it's almost always misused, right? They'll say, oh, you got to add calories because you can't subtract calories because then your BMR is going to adjust and you're back to neutral. Well, no. Only during a vast calorie deficit does that happen. If you drop your calories by 300, 400 calories a day, you're just going to lose weight, right? And if you keep your protein up and you work out during that time and you stay healthy, you're not going to lose much muscle. But you are absolutely at 500 calories going to basically stop your metabolism. You're going to have the metabolism of a turtle, and there's nothing you can do about it. So then what happens? Your 8 weeks is up. You have no metabolism. Whatever you put in your mouth, you're going to store. You're starving to death. You haven't eaten for 8 weeks. You're going to put everything you see in your mouth. You're going to eat everything in sight. Now you're storing all this stuff, and you're in terrible shape. You got no lean body mass to help keep it off with that BMR requirement, that caloric requirement, and it's not like you can go for a run or get on the treadmill because you've literally spent 8 weeks having to sit on the couch. Okay, so that is the absolute most perfect scenario to put all the weight back. And these doctors, they know it. Okay, these guys are crooked as hell. They know it, and you know how I know they know it? Because they take $1,000 from the same person year after year after year, and they say, oh yeah, I had a doctor once tell me a lady had lost 100 pounds. We had this conversation. He looked me in the eye. Yeah, she's lost like 100 pounds doing this. I was like, wow, where did she start? And he goes, oh, she was probably like 150 the first time I saw her. And I'm like, so she went down to 50 pounds? I mean, I didn't ask that. I realized what he was getting at. This poor lady had lost 20 pounds like 5 times in a row, right? And he said that was a measure of success, that she had lost 100 pounds. To me, that's an enormous failure. $5,000 for the same 20-pound yo-yo back and forth. He never wants to address her health, her wellness, her fitness, her diet. He just put her on this thing over and over and over, right? Because she was just a bad decision maker and couldn't find another alternative for whatever reason. But anyway, these guys are crooked. They take the same money. Well, they're not the same money. They take different money from the same people over and over and over. And typically what happens when a patient comes in and she's at, let's say, 180, but she wants to lose some pounds, she does the HCG diet. She'll come back next year, she's at 190. And the next year, she's at 205 because these hunger hormones, they stay dysregulated. They drive you to eat, again, with a really bad metabolism, and all that weight you've lost, you put some on and more almost every time. And the science supports this. This is my opinion. I mean, I do see this, right? Anecdotally, I see this all the time, but there is a ton of science to support why that happens. So I hope this video helps you guys out. If you or your family or a loved one or a friend is thinking about the HCG diet, absolutely shake them and tell them no, like absolutely not. You have to be sustainably minded. You have to keep your body healthy. You need to do good cardio. You need to keep lean body mass up, and you need to keep that metabolism up. And we have a video on our website called Understanding Your Metabolism. I highly encourage you, if none of this makes quite sense, if you don't understand exactly how the metabolism works, watch that. Okay, it's fantastic. We're not trying to sell you anything. I don't want $1,000 from you. I want you to be healthy. And that's what we do here at Low T Nation. We help people get healthy. So if you guys have any questions from us, hit us up. We're at lowtnation.com, 866-FIX-LOW-T, or we're on Facebook and Instagram. It's pretty easy to find us there as well. I hope this video helped you guys out. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.